Hello, and welcome to Chapter 3 of my 0% LTC of Order of the Crimson Orange. Today's chapter is going to start with a very interesting decision, and that is to do a 3% crit. Is it a bit of cheating? Yes, but I honestly think... it's turn 1. I'm allowed to do some silly things turn 1, I think. And to be honest, I think it makes the chapter in general a lot more interesting with what I'm able to do. And I think if the chapter is more interesting, it's much more worth watching. Also, it's my humble opinion that Negu, our new female Cavalier, should be able to double that mercenary anyway, because I then think her brother Gorwolf has a very good opportunity to also show off what he's good at on the left side with these two enemies, and that's almost killing one, and then able to damage one on both player phase and enemy phase, so that he's able to kill the other. Anyway, our objective is to seize this map, and thanks to our new Cavaliers, we finally have a source of movement that's above 5, which makes me so happy. To put it simply though, it's not going to be easy. The boss isn't like ultra dangerous, but at the same time, he has somewhat annoying amount of stats, so he can take a bit to kill. In the meantime, we're going to have everyone slowly try to catch up. For the most part, most of them do not matter in terms of catching up. But there are two, of course, we want to get as far ahead as possible. Those being Ernst and Algemus. Algemus because he needs to seize, and Ernst because he's obviously going to be good for killing the boss. In fact, Ernst will be dealing 90% of the damage we end up dealing to the boss. Anyway, after Algemus takes down this snag, we're going to have Gorwolf equip his axe and just end his turn in front of the knight. The reason we do this is because if we kill the knight this turn, we will have to deal with a Cavalier coming down and attacking Gorwolf, which will just block his way again. And we want to occupy one of the forts at the end of the next turn. That is because on the next player phase, enemies will appear on the forts on the left side. A lot of Cavaliers to be precise, and they are, put simply, kind of dangerous. And we also, but at the same time, we still need to be able to make sure that the many new Cavaliers, the Cavaliers that are already over up top, are not in the way of anyone. So the best way to deal with that is to have Algemus go out and stand on this tile to the left, because then he can lure over the two Cavs and make sure they're not in the way of Negu. Also, thanks to that Cav that just attacked Ernst being right at the edge of where Ernst is currently, he's not as much of an annoyance as he could be if he was able to attack Negu, as I would guess he would most likely attack Negu if he had a choice. Either way, this is where we put our plans in action, and we have Ernst actually head back so that he can damage this Cavalier so that Gorwolf can move forward. The reason for this is that we need, of course, Gorwolf to carry Ernst. Specifically, he needs to head the exact way he's going now, as heading too far north to that northmost tile puts him in range of the northern knight on the bridge, who is stationary, and heading to the west makes him unable to move to where he needs to be the next turn. Next turn, we want to be able to drop Ernst off in front of the boss, and then have Alchemist dropped off so that he can seize the following turn. As you can see, the main reason why we had everyone play catch-up, despite seemingly not being able to be useful, is to simply tank the Cavaliers. Golwolf has pretty high defense, and Nigu is thankfully out of the way, and was on a fort, so she was not a very high priority for any of these Cavaliers, which is why it's a very good idea to have Martel hang out in the front. In addition, many of them are sword-wielding, and therefore can get weapon triangle advantage over Martel, which is appealing to the enemy AI. Cordis is less so important to the AI, but at this point it really doesn't matter, as we are able to finally get Ernst to hurt the boss. The boss strategy here is to have Ernst attack on enemy phase, or have Ernst be attacked on enemy phase, and then have Ernst attack on player phase the following turn, before he is rescued, and then have Negu attack with an Iron Lance, so that she can kill the boss. There's not much else to say about this chapter. I did mention it, but I tried to get Camille's Dark Magic rank up to D. That's just a slight reliability increase. That's nice to have for however much time we'll be using him. Same with the remaining attacks you'll see in this at the end of this chapter. It's not really necessary, but having Cordis get a little bit of weapon EXP is nice. Same for Martel. If I can get them up to D rank, I will. But either way, that's chapter 3 in 7 turns. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.